Okay.
Ready? Yeah, okay. Good morning, good morning. Happy Palm Sunday. This is the final day, the last day here at the Piston Power AutoRama at the Cleveland IX Center. This has been an awesome experience down here. And we're going to talk little bit about what's going on and continue to have fun. 6 o'clock, all this is done. And sometimes I think the end of the show is the best of the show because you get to see all the cars, you hear all the rumbles, all the roars, and all that good stuff. Today we have a very special guest with us. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Phil Morris, and I am really honored to be here on No Static Radio. You guys are great.
Thank you. And then Phil, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm a retiree, and I just like to come to these car shows, and I like to put smiles on faces, you know. That's what it's all about. These people, some of them, they bring these cars, and it's all about them. I like it to be about the people. I want to bring the joy to the people, and building these cars, restoring these cars, is how I express myself, and how I get that energy back is by making people smile. It's all about that.
When we first got into the sport of drag racing, um, first of all, it didn't move me at all because all I saw was two cars going racing down there. What got me was the people. I love the people, and this old guy walked up to me and he says, "Honey," I didn't even think he still existed. "I got some scooter pies over there in my cooler, and I've got some pop over there. And if you want some, you just go ahead and I'm thinking he doesn't even know me, but throughout the years, and I've been around for a long time, but I've met lifetime friends.
Yeah, the friendship aspect of it, I've done some drag racing before. That is really, if you're not careful, it can be a life and death sport. But you know what? Anytime you've got it all on the line, and on the line meaning you're putting it all out there, you're leaving nothing untouched. The old adage from the military, all gave some gave all. And in drag racing, sometimes you have to give it all to prevail. But you know what? It gives you street cred, it gives you respect, and people, when you bring respect to the game, you're going to have lifelong friends. So that tells me you brought a lot to the game, and you left it all there, and people recognize that. So kudos to you.
Thank you, thank you. You know what's scary is when someone runs up and gives you a hug and you have no idea who it is.
Yeah.
And you think, I remember you from where?
You touch them. You touch them. You touch their heart.
I this lady, and I am such a nut. I own it. I own it. I am such a nut. We were actually in the ladies' room. There were showers in there. Yeah. And I think I was cracking some stupid jokes in there. And she said, "You had us dying." And then she said, "I always remembered you." I 10 years had gone by, and this woman runs up and she's like, "It's so good to see you." And I'm thinking, okay, and you would be. So, it's so much fun. How do you put smiles on people's faces? I like that.
Putting smiles on people's faces is not just a thing, but it's engagement. And, you're exactly right. I have people walk up to me that I met years ago, and I'm not really good with faces or names. And when they start talking to me, then it all comes back. They'll come up, they'll run up to you, they'll shake your hand, but, you've touched those people in a very meaningful way. And I think that's really what the Lord tells us to do in this world, is to touch people in a meaningful way and spread that love across creation. And in that way, we can leave the world a better place.
That's right. I love that. And I'll tell you why. I sing with four choirs, and one of my favorite songs is Touch Someone. Yeah. This name of the song, and it says, "Touch someone's heart with your goodness. It's touching someone's heart with a smile." And you never know how soon that same touch comes back to you. And I love that verse. And with all the chaos and the nutty stuff going around, in the world nowadays, it is so good to see that, guess what? All that doesn't get to everybody. Because we're sitting here right now. I told my husband, I said, the news is designed to depress you.
Yes, it is.
It is. The news is designed to depress you. You never hear them talk over and over and over the things that someone is doing, or all the prayers that go out to people, or somebody just helping somebody. You never hear them repeat that. They may get a 15-second segment, and it goes away, But when you come down to places like this, and you do what we do, it makes them alive.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. The corporate media, for lack of better terminology, that's really what it is. It's controlled to deliver a message, and that message is a controlling message. I think that the truth will always break through, and the truth of humanity, the truth of honesty, the truth of friendship, love, brotherhood, sisterhood, I think that breaks through in a very meaningful way, and we demonstrate that by bringing our creativity, the passion that we have for what we do, and we engage other people in a way not only to carry that message, but to carry the message of brotherhood, of sisterhood. Today, Palm Sunday, it's a very, very good day to reflect on where we are as human beings. And we're all in this together. We're all here to help each other through this life. And I can't think of a better way to do that than to express passion for transportation, getting around, cars, the things that kind of unite everybody. Everybody's got to drive somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's to the grocery store or down the street to take your kid to school or whatever. And everybody's proud of their car. Almost everybody I know is.
Doesn't matter how old.
And it doesn't matter how old, it doesn't matter how decrepit, it doesn't matter if it's got a hole in a quarter tank. That car has done something to you, it's touched your life. And it's made you mobile to the point where you can go out and you can do other things with other people. So here at the Piston Power Show, we're celebrating that affiliation with those things that have enabled us to maintain those relationships in a meaningful way. Spread that love.
And it does. Way to put it. You know what? When you get me speechless, that is, oh my goodness. So I gotta ask you, because we all have our favorite. Every car has its own personality, right? Every car has its own personality. What was your favorite car?
Well, my favorite car would have to be my first car. It was a 1970 Camaro, and it was a fast car.
My favorite.
Yeah, orange, white stripes, Z28, and I wrecked that car. I wrecked it, hit a tree with it, and that kind of got me started in this car restoration thing. I went to school, the day after that with a busted nose and all kinds of things that come along with hitting a tree. And, the rumor mill was running amok, and everybody said, oh, yeah, you'll never fix that car. That's the wrong answer. You'll never look at me and say I'll never do anything because you just throw a challenge down. You know what it's like as a drag racer to throw a challenge down, right? Yeah, you don't throw a challenge down to a drag racer or anybody else. So I said, all right, I'll not only fix it, but I'll make that the best 70 Camaro around. In fact, I'm going to do car shows with that, and I did. I put a new subframe under it. I put brand new sheet metal on the front of that thing. I restored it. But everything for a reason. In this world, when people look at bad things that happen, they happen for a reason, because there's a lesson to be learned there. There's always a lesson. You can always take lemons and make lemonade. And I learned that long, long ago. So everything that's bad is not necessarily for the wrong reason, but you may learn something. It may change your life for the better. But that wreck, that accident that I thought was very detrimental at that time, it set me on a lifelong course to restore automobiles to a very high level of authenticity. And that's what got me started, was that first car. It was a great question. I'm glad you asked.
I gotta give you our scenario. So my husband bought a shell of a truck.
Yeah.
We had the worst neighbor across the street. Woman complained that the sun was out. Woman complained that it was raining. Woman just complained. And the truck was in our driveway. What is that piece of junk? Oh my God, I'll call the police on you. Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
We were 12 at the time, right? My son was 11, and I believe his was like 9 years old. We went and got the panels for that truck. We got the dashboard for that truck. She has an eye for replacing things. She actually put the whole carpet in that truck. She put everything in. Everything. In 1 week, in the driveway, we put a whole crew cab together.
Yeah.
And she and I went and got 12 cans of Rust-Oleum black paint,
Yeah.
painted the hood.
That's
This
what I'm talking
same complaining woman,
That's what I'm
Phil,
talking
says to me, well, it's about time you got something decent. You know? And I said, you know that truck that you were complaining about? Take a look.
There you go.
Her mouth was on the ground. I said, shut it, honey. Shut it. You know, a lot of flies going in there.
There you go.
So I understand that you are so much. Well, welcome to the family. Welcome to the low static family.
Yes.
So I gotta tell you that. Who is this beautiful woman over here taking?
That's my wife. She's so camera shy. I married her 36 years ago. We dated for 4 years before that, and she's my rock. She's the underpinning of everything that is good for me, and she actually helped me restore that white car that's over here on display for her. It's her car. I gave it to her. So let me tell you the story on that, right?
Oh, please.
So I bring home this Hulk, this rusted up pile of parts, and I sold an '88 Monte Carlo for pretty good money when it had low miles on it to afford this, and she was chasing me around the house with a hammer at that point. She didn't like that. She thought I was kind of wasting my money, right? And how I got out of it was I looked at it and I said, all right, I'm going to give you the car. And she didn't believe me. And I said a little prayer. And I said, Lord, grant me the serenity to finish this car.
Right.
Because it was almost like I was an alcoholic, and I was praying for the ability to have the serenity to do it and get through it, and she helped. And then at the end, when we got this done, I put a little passage in there, and it went like this. It's right in the judge's book. It said, I wanted a rare car to restore 29 years ago, and for my sins the Lord gave me one. And when it was over, I'd never want another.
No, you know what? See, those are stories that you can that you keep, that you are. We're bad. We're bad. We own a car garage.
Yeah.
Well, one car garage is not bad. And we also had a Roadster, a 2014 Roadster, and a Roadster.
Yeah.
So it was cold outside. No heat. So the Roadster was in the living room, and the Dragster was in the dining room. We had to step over to get upstairs, go to bed. And we painted the Roadster. I wallpapered the whole living room, right? Wallpapered. We painted that Roadster in that living room. Do you know what it's like when your neighbors see you bringing a car out of your front door? They're going, "He bringing a car out the front door."
Out the front door. Yeah.
They said they just bought a car out the front door. We weren't gonna do it in there. We were.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
We did. You know, we did everything, and then when we brought the Dragster out, the same front door.
Yep.
Our neighbors are now they look at us and say, "Well, we knew they were crazy in the first place, but now we're just used to them doing." Well, no, and I got a few more years on you.
Of course.
I got a few more years on you. It's only been married 36.
Fantastic.
So,
good for you. God bless.
So,
God bless.
and you have those good times, and you talk about those good times, and that's what keeps you going.
Yeah.
You know, it keeps you young, keeps you going. You don't know what and every time we get into something, I said it can only be us.
Everybody has a gift. And if you just have to find that gift. You have to recognize it. And I have found in my experience, and you tell me if this is the same with you, the harder you push to try and do your own thing, that's the harder it is to find those gifts. If you relax and you allow your spirit to be guided, you will find your way.
You know why? Because it's always been there. Well, we as human beings always know what's perfect for us. You have to understand that. We as human, we know everything. You know, I mean, when you say your prayers, you can tell look, God, you're not even your prayers for me. You know, and this is my rendition of God. He's sitting up there with a pair of Gucci sandals on, going, yeah.
You're right. I get it.
He's got a TV guide. Who am I gonna mess with today? Okay, that one down there that's telling me what to do.
That's right. That's right.
Let me show you what I got. I said, God got a joke, so he would not have made me. So, but I just, and we do that. We do that.
You're right. I think people look at God as they think God is some big claw machine they can put a couple quarters in.
Exactly. And I just see him with this, this long white robe Viola. How are you? I'm gonna let you get out of here because we're gonna probably grab something to eat. You have been so much fun. Now listen, I tell everybody this: you're our guest once. Okay, one time. After that, your family.
Well, Mom, hold on. Yes, we said we didn't feed him.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's true. That's true. So he can be a guest a half a time. Yeah. A half a time. Because usually I have food around, we barbecue, we do all kinds of good stuff. So the next time I have you, and make sure that when we do this again, that you just walk over and let me know that you're here so we can feed you. Because after I feed you, you're a family. So if you need to get something, you better get it yourself. Cause
Sister, we're on the same wavelength. We are. There's one way to get to a man's heart, and that's in his stomach.
After that, I'm like, you better get up, get it. Don't ask me. If it's over there, go get it. Okay?
I got it.
You are involved.
Well, you know, we try to do right by you. We try to do right by everybody. And it would be very bad for me to get up here and say, I don't want to talk about my car. I don't want to talk about my car. I want to talk about how much fun it is here at Piston Power and hanging around with the people from No Static.
Yes, absolutely.
No Static's the place to be right here. No Static.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what it's all about.
Enjoy the music.
Yeah,
You know,
we love the music.
Enjoy us. Stop over.
The music's the best.
Yes. Later on today, it is only.
Can I do a request?
Sure.
Put me on some Marvin Gaye.
Oh, heartbeat.
Put me on some.
So later on, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here and get
Anything Marvin Gaye.
and get about we'll get
Barry White too. Barry White. Put on some Barry White.
We're gonna go and buy about 100 cards. We're gonna do Hot Wheels and hand them out to the kids.
There you go.
And just have it go.
There you go.
Just have it.
Spread that love.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey, it's been fun.
You are fun.
All right.
You are fun. Don't be shy. It's just a conversation. And I am the biggest nut this side of the lake here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's have a hug.
Thank you.
All right.
Take care, honey. We got another show coming
Thank
up
you.
right now. My honey bunches are here. Take care.
Okay.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you, ladies. That was the most fun I've had.
Aw, thank you.